Kula here. Hope you guys are having a great day, a great start to March. Unfortunately, it's still cold, still snowy here. I'm a little over it, so it's been kind of hard for me, but you know, we're promised warmer temperatures soon, so I'm pretty excited about that. I have a couple videos for you guys I'm going to film today. I just got off of work. We actually had a meeting today, so I got home kind of early, so I'm still kind of wearing my work wardrobe. I try to touch up a little, but it's kind of looking a little haggard, a little worn out, so I do apologize. So just kind of ignore what's going on. I know I say that every video, but you know how it is with work and coming home. But I really wanted to get these videos filmed for you guys. I know it's been a little bit of time since I have filmed something for you. So I just really want to get this up. I went to a business trip in Jersey and a bunch of other stuff came up, but we're going to get right down to this and get started. In this video, I wanted to do a February 2014 favorites. I know it's like, what, now the 5th or 6th of March, I don't remember, I think it's the 5th. So I'm a little bit behind the time, but like I said, I had a business trip and it's been wintry and gross and kind of beside the point. Let's just get into this here. I have a couple of favorites and then I have a couple of non-favorites. So I'm going to start with the favorites. I'm going to start with the Klorane Laboratories Leave-In Cream with Desert Date for your hair. It's basically just a leave-in conditioner. I got this in a Blush Mystery Beauty box and this is awesome. I love this stuff. I think I talked about this in a favorites video once before. I believe that $16 for this size, which is kind of expensive, but not really compared to the other you know, leave-in conditioner hair products I've been using, my Ouidad, and I just love this stuff. Like it's kind of a gross color. Let's see if I can show you. It's like an orangey color. Oh, I've used so much of this. I might have to buy some more. But you can kind of see how it's kind of like this weird color, but it doesn't like leave any color in my hair. I really like how it smells. Also, it makes farting noises, but I really love how this smells. You can really smell like the date in it. It just has this really nice fruity, but not like sugary sweet smell to it. It's much better than the other leave-in conditioner I use, which is the Ouidad one, which still has the baby powder scent, and I'm not a big fan of baby powder scents. This stuff makes my hair feel and look amazing, and I really love it, and when I am done with this bottle, I am definitely going to be buying more. The next product I want to talk about as a favorite is this Queen Helene? I don't know for sure. This is the Mint Julep Mask. This is all over YouTube. YouTube kind of made me buy this product. Ingredient wise, it does have fragrance, it does have the paraben in it, but it does, I mean, everything else, it's pretty simple for a mask. You can see there, so I feel pretty okay about it. I wish it didn't have the parabens or the fragrance, then it'd probably be perfect as a face mask. I've used this a couple times now, and I can really see why people love this. Like, it's really inexpensive. I think it was like $4 for this big old tube here. I got it from Ulta, and it really makes my skin feel and look clean and just refreshed, and it's amazing. The only thing I don't like about it is the scent. You can kind of see it's this green clay goop. It's a really strong peppermint, and like it smells like gum, but in a bad way, if that makes sense. Like there's this like weird aspartame-y sweetness to it. So I don't like the smell of it. For what it does to my skin and how it makes my skin feel, I love this stuff, and when I'm out of this, I'm definitely going to be buying more. My next favorite was this Eye Sheen by Julep. Julep released a collection of these like liquid eyeshadows for their February box. There were a bunch of nude colors. I got pale nude shimmer. There was like a taupe, a fig, and I think like a more brown. And they do come in a pretty small jar. I mean, it is pretty tiny, but a little of this goes such a long way. Like you barely need any of this product at all. So you can kind of see how it is a liquid eyeshadow here. And just dabbing, like just the teensiest amount from the top here, you just get just this beautiful color. This is it kind of sheared out, but there it is on my hand, and it's super shimmery and it dries really quick. I haven't had an issue with smudging. I know some people had a bit of an issue with creasing with it. I haven't really noticed anything. My only possible complaint is that it's a little too shimmery, but I mean, you can use this as a really great base and layer up other nudes on top. See, it's already dry, and it's, I don't know if you can see, not smudging, and I really like this product, and I really hope Julep comes out with more colors besides just like the neutrals. So this is really exciting. Depending on price though, like I said, this is quite kind of small. I got this in my Maven box, so it was really inexpensive for me. But I mean, for like maybe like $10, $15, I would definitely buy another one of these. They came out with different colors. My next favorite is going to be this Cuticle Cream by Fortune Cookie Soap. This was a product from the Spring 2014 Fortune Cookie Soap box. Cuticle creams are kind of a brand new product for them, or at least I haven't seen them before. I've only been like, you know, into Fortune Cookie Soap for about a year now, so I don't know if it's something I did before. And this is one of their new fragrances. This is Marshmallow Dreams. And when I first read the description of this fragrance on the card, like I wasn't too keen on it. It had some things in it I didn't like. I believe there's like lavender and cedar and things in it. And there's also like a splash of vodka in it, and then you get the marshmallow scent. But it works together really well. So it's not like, it's kind of how like the Eastertown fragrance works for me, where it is like the sugary scent, but because there's like that black licorice smell in it, it cuts the sugar so it's not overly sweet. So it is a little bit more mature, and I feel like the vodka and kind of the lavender does that to the marshmallow. But I really love this fragrance. This is definitely a body butter I'm going to buy, and I just really love this like product as well. As you can see, it looks kind of like this solid white mass. And to be honest, like I know it's going to sound gross, but it has kind of a texture of lard, basically. Like it's really, really like quick to melt. I don't know if you can see, like I rubbed it on my finger, but like it looks really solid and like a cream lotion, but it's really quick to melt. It turns into an oil, it absorbs beautifully, and it smells wonderful, and it makes my cuticles look and feel amazing. So I really love this stuff, really love this fragrance, really excited for this product. My next favorite has been the pocket backs from Bath & Body Works. These are just two colors I grabbed. I have a whole bunch of these in my closet. I have a vanilla one at work. I have one on like the little like holdy thing on my bag. I think it's like the Marshmallow Dreams or something. This is just Bella Flora from the Italian collection. This is Iced Gingerbread from the Holiday collection. I just love these little guys. I used to really hate like antibacterial hand sanitizer just because it would dry out my hands and it just made them crack and bleed, and it was just, I didn't like it. But after trying these, like I really like it. They leave my hands feeling not quite so dry. I like the range of fragrances you can get. They do make some with glitter in them. I don't like those, but that's because I just don't like glitter all over me. But I mean, the only active ingredient here is alcohol, so I feel comfortable using these. The one product I don't like to use from Bath & Body Works for the antibacterial properties is their foaming hand soap, because A, foaming hand soap is the worst thing in the world, and B, they have triclosan, I believe is what it's called, and it's kind of, it works different than alcohol, and bacteria becoming resistant to it, and it's kind of one of those things we need to be careful with because you don't want the bacteria to become resistant to it. It's this whole big long thing, and you can Google it and look it up if you're interested. But besides the point, these are just alcohol. You can see the main ingredient is just alcohol, and they have Tahitian palm milk, and I just love the range of fragrances, and these are pretty neat, especially when everyone's around me is sick, and I'm trying to not be sick. So, and finally I have one more favorite. It is the Fab Beauty, or the First Aid Beauty Skin Rescue Deep Cleanser with Red Clay. I love this line of products. I've used a bunch of their products over the last couple years. They're formulated for sensitive skin. They don't have additional fragrances. They don't have synthetic dyes. And they're just, overall, they just work really well with my skin. Like, I don't feel like the ingredients irritate me. I've had really good results with them, and with this cleanser I really feel like my skin is getting clean, it's getting refreshed, it doesn't feel dried out, it just feels nice and clean, and it is this really cool like orangey red, oh, I made it spill over, this really cool orangey red color. It's just a really nice product, and when I run out of a whole bunch of all my other cleansers, this is definitely something I'd consider purchasing full size of. So those are my favorites for February, and now I have cleanser all over my hand. But I did have a couple not quite so favorites I wanted to share with you guys as well. Like I said, I did go on a trip to Jersey, so I kind of bought a bunch of like travel size stuff to bring with me, and one of the things I got was the Yes to Cucumbers Soothing Hypoallergenic Facial Towelettes, and I didn't like these. I feel really bad saying that because I know people talk about this product line all the time. There's even this little Best of Beauty Allure sticker on there, and I had really high hopes for these. I just kind of recently got into the whole facial wipe thing, and I really do love the convenience of it, which is one thing I really wanted on a trip. I just wanted to not have to deal with washing my face, just one swipe, go to bed. And my problem with these is that they irritated my skin, which sounds funny because they're supposed to be hypoallergenic, but they just made my eyes water, they made my skin kind of burn, and I think it's because they have fragrance in them. So like the very last ingredient at the bottom there, it's fragrance, and my skin is very sensitive, my skin can be very grouchy, and I just found these irritating to use, unfortunately, and I want to try the other ones too, like the Yes to Carrots, Yes to Tomatoes, Yes to Blueberries, and I just had high hopes for these. Like, nothing will beat my simple cleansing wipes. I really love these. Like, these have worked so well for me. There's no artificial perfume or dyes, there's no alcohol, there's vitamin in these, and these really do not irritate my skin or eyes. So these are the ones I'd recommend. Fortunately, these do not get my endorsement. Another product I haven't really been enjoying, unfortunately, is one I don't think I've talked about before. I picked up this Pixi Extra Eye Bright Liner. I got this at Target. It is an eye brightener for your inner rim. This is the Extra Eye Bright run. This is number 2. Yep, number 2 Extra Bright. There is a number 1 regular. This is kind of more like a pinky, oh, I still have eyeshadow on my finger. This is a pinky lavender kind of white, where the other one's more of like a pinky yellowy kind of white, I think. But that's it there. It's a twist. I am dropping everything and my camera. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is a twist up. It's not a sharpened one, so it's not as hygienic as like a kohl liner you would sharpen. I picked this up because I do have a Smashbox inner rim pencil that I really like, but it's getting to be a couple years old, so I felt it was time to get a new one. So I did a lot of research and I ended up with this because it was paraben free, there were no mineral oils in it, I liked the sound of the ingredients. I've had pretty good luck with Pixi products from what I've gotten in subscription boxes, but this was kind of expensive, especially for a product in Target. This was $14 for this pen, and to be honest, I think it irritates my eyes. Whenever I put it on, they get a little watery, or throughout the day, like all of a sudden I'll feel like there's something in them, but there's not, and they'll be kind of itchy. And I don't think it stays very well on my waterline. I'll definitely see it fading. It fades a lot faster than my Smashbox one. And I just, for the $14 I spent, I don't think this is worth it. I don't know how this compares to the number 1. I've never tried the number 1. I didn't see many reviews on this product, but this is another one I'm not a big fan of. And then finally, I think this is one of the things I dropped. The other product I wasn't enjoying this month was the L'Occitane, I think is how you say it, the L'Occitane hand cream. I got this in my Volume 1 skincare kit from Sephora. I don't think this is a bad hand cream. This does make my hands feel really nice. It's just the smell I don't like. The smell is very, just dropping everything. It's very baby powder, old lady-y, and I know that sounds terrible, but it's just definitely not a smell for me. I have other lotions that I feel perform equally as well as this does that smell significantly better. And that is going to be my favorites and non-favorites for February 2014. Once again, I apologize for this video being kind of late, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and that you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching.